As some of you know, I'm currently touring the country in my van. It's been about 2 weeks since the start of this adventure, and I'll admit, there's a bit of a learning curve. For one, everything in this van shakes and rattles continuously. If I go around a corner too fast, trash cans will go flying, pots and pans will smash against one another, and my belongings are just scattering across the floor. Happens almost every day, anywhere I go, and it's just fucking hilarious. It always takes the sting out of whenever I'm trying to take myself too seriously. Another part of this learning curve is just the logistics of living out of a vehicle. Pissing in jars, pooping in bags, cleaning dishes with as little water as possible, scheduling out when to do laundry, and trying to get my clothes not to smell too bad before then. There's just so many mundane tasks I took for granted while living in a 21st century house. The biggest learning curve by far, though, is just the size of this whole operation. My living arrangement exists within 72 square feet, and more than half of that is taken up by the bed and kitchen. Eat, sleep, cook, work, meditate, travel, read. It's all contained in the size of some people's bathrooms. Because of this new reality, I've been having some strong thoughts on our culture of materialism recently. I'm noticing more and more just how deep this pervading belief is that things can make us happier than we already are. I mean, it's as though we believed happiness is literally contained within a new stereo system, say, or a bottle of wine, or a dope jacket, or a fancy houseplant, instead of happiness being this infinite reservoir within all of us that can activate at literally any thought of appreciation. Stranger still, we also tend to embody this assumption that possessions will set us free. The car that allows me to travel in style will set me free. The electronics to connect me to the internet more seamlessly will set me free. The fancy kitchen utensils, just in case, one day I might need to grate my cheese in larger chunks, that will definitely set me free. If you do happen to be in your home right now, just pause and look up at everything you own. How many of these things do you consciously appreciate in a day? Not a theoretical, oh yeah, of course I appreciate my furniture, but a visceral feeling of gratitude that washes through your heart in the present moment. I rarely do. I'm constantly forgetting how blessed I am to have the things I have. How unbelievably lucky I am to be reading this off of my MacBook while traveling the country in a souped-up van. A van that has fucking induction stoves. I should be oozing with thanks. People would, and probably have, killed for this kind of life. I should be overwhelmed with the beauty of my existence, but I hardly ever am. Why? Why have we thrown ourselves on autopilot, with all of our accumulated belongings quickly blending and morphing into the background? My assumption is that it's because of our conditioning. For all of us that grew up in a westernized developed country, whether we were born poor, middle class, wealthy, or elite, this desire to acquire and stockpile has been continuously drilled into our minds since we came out of the womb. And its anxiety has stalked us too. I know I used to literally avoid the rain and bodies of water because the fear of my smartphone getting wet would overtake me. I would wear shoes everywhere and avoided sitting on the grass because I just didn't want to get my feet and clothes dirty. Shit, I'll admit, I owned a poster of Jessica Alba in a bikini because I thought it would bring this nice ambiance to my frat house dorm room. It's lunacy. Anyways, not quite sure what this rant has been about besides to inspire a conscious thought or two about that which you own. I mean, I don't have to know you to know that your life is already so perfectly beautiful. Not even the richest, most powerful king from just 100 years ago could have a sliver of what you currently have. Can you see how abundant your life truly is? Can you feel it? Can you step back from your compulsive drama and see that you already have it all? And no, this have-it-all mentality isn't just for the privileged among us. Remember, appreciation is relative, meaning you can always compare your life to something worse and end up feeling a little better about your own situation. I guarantee that there are beggars out there in the slums of China that are happier than even the most elite among Americans or Europeans, and that's because things can't make you happy. No thing, nothing can make you happy. Hear that again. Nothing can make you happy. Nothing can make you happy. Nothing can actually make you happy. Journal prompts for this week. Are you ready? How does it feel when you first purchase something? What does it feel like later? How does it feel when you give unreservedly? How would you like your friends to see you when it comes to the things you own? What kind of relationship do you want from your things? Hey, if you enjoyed all this, I'll be teaching a yoga class this Friday afternoon virtually. It's designed to take you out of weekday work mode and into weekend play mode. Tickets are linked below or on my Google Calendar. All right, feel free to roast me below in the comments or reach out directly and calmly with your loving and well thought out opinions. Happy Sunday. Much love.